Aloha mai kako o Joe Fraser ko I noa. No Iramagadu, Western Australia mao. No Aoma, Macquarie Park, New South Wales. So good evening everybody. My name is Joe Fraser and I'm the director of Walanga Muru. I'll be your MC for this evening and I'd like to welcome our distinguished guests, our colleagues, families and graduates to the Macquarie University Walanga Muru graduation for 2020. Thank you to Jacob Bell for the Yidaki introduction, and I would like to begin graduation by introducing Uncle Chris Tobin for the Welcome to Country.
Nalawa, morning, and welcome to the lands of the Walanga Medical. My name is Chris, or Biren as I'm known at camp, and I'd like to take the time to firstly acknowledge country, including the ancestors of this place, and to thank the university for inviting me to do the Welcome to Country, particularly Walanga Muru, and we wanted to make this a little bit special for you. I belong to one of the local Darug families, the traditional custodians of this part of the country. I want to pay respect to our elders and to our emerging elders. Now, even though we're not meeting on country together, it's proper to pay our respects to the country that we lived and worked on for these past years. So we do that today, and again, thank you for inviting us in for this beautiful protocol where we pay respects to each other. As Darug people, we've had a long association with the university, even before it began. My family descend from Mariela. She was one of the first, well, she was actually the first Aboriginal woman to be enrolled in the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie. She studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them and became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We're very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here. You see, when Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he encountered a people whom he described as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They were naked, made their tools from the bush. There were no armies, no slavery, no rich and poor. People collected the resources that were needed and then they brought them back and shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through responsible harvesting and fire. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted. People have been drinking out of them here for over 20,000 years. Now remember, this is not a dream or an ideal. This is normal life for us and for the longest time. And there's no reason why we should accept less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us now, but we're a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I believe. So graduates, I would say, expect great things from your life. Life is good, and we're meant to be happy. Keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, share your skills with the rest of us, and I'm confident that we'll put together a future that we can be proud of, and a future worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I wish you all the best, my brothers and sisters. A beautiful life ahead. Challenging times, yes, but I'm confident we're going to do well. Thank you again for inviting for the welcome. Party up. Have a wonderful life. Yep.
Hello, I am Bruce Dowden, the Vice-Chancellor and President of Macquarie University. and I'm delighted to have this opportunity to congratulate all of our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students upon completing your degrees. I'm very sorry that we are not having graduation ceremonies at the moment due to the coronavirus epidemic, but I did want to take time to reach out to you and offer you each my warmest congratulations upon the completion of your degree. Earning a degree is never easy, and you have all excelled marvelously in getting through the work required for reaching this wonderful transition point in life. This is a transition point. It is the end of one chapter of your life, but it is also the beginning of a new chapter of life for each of you. I hope this transition will be smooth. I urge you to draw upon the things that you have learned during your time with us here at Macquarie University as you make the next step into the life beyond university. I also want to remind you that this is not the end of your association with Macquarie University. We have a wonderful program for alumni. We now have over 190,000 alumni of this university spread across 140 countries and across the nation of Australia. I urge you to keep in touch with our alumni office. I also urge you to network with your fellow alumni here in Australia or wherever you find yourselves around the world as travel opens up again. Also, I wanted to let you know we have support for you during the next 12 months to help you with career planning and entering that next part of life. Please do reach out and take advantage of that service. Having a university degree is a privilege, and you have reached this milestone by your own efforts, to be sure, but also by the love and concern of those surrounding you. And I urge you to remember those as well. And as you embark upon the next phase of life's journey, I ask you to not only be concerned about your own betterment and the betterment of your family, but also a concern for the wider community and your own communities. Again, my warmest congratulations on achieving this wonderful milestone of graduating from Macquarie University. I wish you all the very best in the future, and I do hope that you will stay in touch. Thank you again, and my congratulations.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor, for those comments. Our next speaker tonight is the Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Indigenous Strategy, Dr. Leanne Holt.
Thank you, Joe. As a Warramai and Burpai woman, I say Marangbu, Uncle Chris, for your lovely welcome onto Darug country. Marangbu to our Creator for giving us the beautiful countries where we work and live. And to our elders, knowledge holders and ancestors for their scholarship, knowledge and wisdom, which has sustained our environments, our culture and our education. May our ancestor spirits watch over us tonight and into our futures so that we can continue to build on the legacy and continue to thrive. Congratulations to all of our 2020 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander graduates. In a year that has thrown many challenges our way, I am so proud of how we have responded to these challenges together. One of the unfortunate outcomes of the current environment is the cancellation of physical graduations. 2020 has challenged us to think in new ways, to do things, and you are graduating in a year that will be recorded in history. And you are now an important part of that history. As First Nations people, we have lived through harder times, and the resilience of our people have made us stronger. We are excited to be sharing this moment with you and hope that tonight provides the opportunity to share your successes with family and friends. A graduation is a significant milestone that gives us pause to reflect on your perseverance and dedication, and to thank you for the contributions that you have made to our university, and in particular to our Walanga Muru Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community. Our community is made stronger by the sharing and bringing together of individual dreams, experiences, and perspectives. We hope that you will continue to remain engaged and share the journey of our future student community, as you're an inspiration, and we are so proud to have been able to share your journey with you. During my PhD, I asked some of our early academic leaders and scholars what advice they would give to future Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander educators and leaders. And some of the things that they shared are: remember to stay proud that you come from the longest surviving culture in the world. No one else can claim that. Be dignified in the way that you assert your rights and freedoms to be Aboriginal, to be Torres Strait Islander, to be Indigenous. Never settle for being someone else's guest. And one of my favourites, education is about the total person. We don't want people that are just skilled and qualified. People who just know their job but don't have the faintest clue about themselves and others. A truly educated person is one that knows themselves. You might have a lot of head knowledge, but you've got to have the head and the heart. And sometimes the greatest journey is from the head to the heart. Ensure that the voices that have gone before us are acknowledged and celebrated in a way in which we can create a vision for the future. They have created and passed on their stories for you and for our future generations. So once again, we say congratulations, and we wish you well in now creating your future story. Thank you.
So thank you, Dr. Holt, for your comments today. And I'd like to introduce to the podium Dr. Joe Perry, who will introduce our first graduates.
Hi everyone, I'm very proud to be able to be a part of this graduation because of the COVID, which has knocked us around quite well. Getting a degree in university is a very hard slog. It takes a lot of strength, willpower and determination to be able to complete that. Like everyone's journey, life always throws up hurdles in front of you. So to really get around and get through an education and look for a better life, it takes a very strong person to do that. And you people are very strong and you're moving forward, as we all are. So I've been asked to just name the graduates for the first round. And the first one would be Sean Downey. He's graduating with a Bachelor of Business, Leadership and Commerce, majoring in marketing. He is now working as a category and sourcing specialist at Blackwoods. Sean describes his experience at Macquarie as a long, intense period, which it is. That was extremely worth it with the growth, development, experiences, and the mob he met and that he now calls friends. Very good. Jasmine Ryan is graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce and is now working in Indigenous Services at GDH, where she manages the Indigenous undergraduate program and supports Indigenous procurement efforts on projects across Australia. Jasmine describes her experience at Macquarie as a journey of self-discovery and fulfilment. Congratulations, Jasmine. Gwendolyn Elvin is completing her Bachelor of Ancient History and is now studying to become a body piercer. It seems to be a bit painful, but congratulations. Nina Gray is graduating also with a Bachelor of Ancient History and is now completing further studies at Macquarie, currently in the Bachelor of Philosophy, part of a 2 years Masters of Research program. Nina describes her experience at Macquarie as amazing thanks to the efforts of Walanga Muru. She's appreciative of always being provided with a warm cuppa while she was there. Congratulations, Leanne. Ryan Witthart is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Laws honours. He is now taking a gap year and preparing to start as graduate lawyer at Allens in February 2021. Ryan enjoyed his time at Macquarie due to the strong sense of community and the many opportunities for professional and intellectual development through study, work experience, travel and extracurricular activities. Congratulations, Ryan. Jameson Williams is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, and is now working as a case manager. Jameson's most memorable experiences at Macquarie has been the different people that he has met and interacted with, different cultures he has learned about, and being able to grow as an individual. Congratulations, Jameson. Angel Armstrong is graduating with a Bachelor of Psychology honours and is now studying a Masters of Forensic Psychology at UNSW and working with the Department of Communities and Justice as a professional psychologist. Angel describes her experience at Macquarie as amazing and would have remained if we had the Masters course here. Thanks, Angel. Taylor May McAllister is graduating with a Bachelor of Psychology honours and a Bachelor of Human Sciences. She is now completing further studies with a Masters of Clinical Psychology. Taylor J describes her experience at Macquarie as being a place where she learned how to think critically and engage with their culture and community. She is thankful for the assistance she received, in particular from Auntie Sue, which is now allows her to make a difference. We'd also like to congratulate Taylor J as a recent recipient of the Dr. Tracy Westerman Indigenous Psychology Scholarship. Well done, Taylor. So Mitchell Wilkes is graduating with a Bachelor of Clinical Study and is now the first medical student at the University of Notre Dame. Mitchell describes his experience at Macquarie as highly intensive, which confirmed their desire to study medicine, especially because of all the help, dedication, and a sense of community shared by Walanga Muru, which has helped him achieve what he has once thought were unattainable goals. So thank you, Mitchell. So can we just give all the graduates that I've just mentioned there another round of applause for their success? And good luck in the future.
So thank you, Dr. Perry, for that commentary. And at this point, I'd like to introduce our community partners and supporters to present their messages.
Congratulations to everyone on graduating with your degree. I'm Bronwyn Carlson and I'm the Head of Indigenous Studies here at Macquarie University. We're very, very proud of you for your achievements, and if any of you want to carry on studying, we're always happy to hear from you. Congratulations and enjoy this moment. You've worked hard. Well done.
I acknowledge the Darug traditional owners and I acknowledge the graduates of Macquarie University, and especially those Indigenous students for whom this education is such an important milestone in life. As a graduate of the Macquarie University myself, receiving my PhD in 2005, I acknowledge the contribution of Macquarie University to Indigenous education. The most important thing in life is to understand who we are and the world around us. A great education such as Macquarie University provides can give Indigenous people those tools to make the world a better place, and I have every confidence that each graduate leaving the university with their qualification will be better equipped to tackle life's challenges. I wish every one of you the best that life can give, and a very successful career. I am sure that you will make a contribution, not just to Indigenous people, but to Australians and the world. There are so many Indigenous graduates now who are taking up places of leadership around the world, and I doff my hat to you and wish you the very best in life.
I'm Tamana Tahu from Over the Black Dot, and I just want to congratulate all the Macquarie students and graduating at university. It's an awesome achievement, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the future doing bigger and better things. George?
Yeah, George Rose here, Over the Black Dot as well. I just want to say congratulations. I'm a Sydney Uni student, but I've got a lot of love for you, Macquarie Uni mob. I think you've got a really good crew there, and I know how hard it is to get to the end of it. I'm not to the end of mine yet, but really want to send a massive congratulations. Well done, and enjoy graduation. Look forward to seeing what happens next with you, Mob.
Hey everyone, I just want to wish all the graduating students of 2020 Macquarie University congratulations and all the best for your future, and I wish I could be there, but as you can see I am croc hunting here in the far northern Australia. So yes, I wish you all the best. Okay, take care, and life is a risk, and I'm living that example. Take care. Bless yous all. Love yous.
So thank you to everybody for their wonderful messages in support of our graduates. I'd like to call on Dr. Holt again to introduce our next group of graduates. Thank you.
Thank you. Our first graduate in the second lot is Lauren Davies. Lauren Davies is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts with a degree of Bachelor of Laws. She is now working as a graduate solicitor at the National Justice Project. Lauren's most memorable experience at Macquarie was always procrastinating and doing assignments at the last minute. I can totally relate, Lauren. Congratulations. Nicole Marshall is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, majoring in Modern History and a Bachelor of Education Secondary. She is now pursuing full-time work while preparing to do a Masters of Research in English Literature. Nicole describes her time at Macquarie as a really positive experience with many great opportunities throughout. Congratulations, Nicole. Sarah Tracy is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, majoring in Indigenous Studies and a Bachelor of Education Primary. She is now working as a Year 2 teacher at a primary school in Lane Cove. Sarah describes her experience at Macquarie as a long but good one. She was heavily involved with Walanga Muru and loved having a place to connect with other mob who were in a similar position studying. Sarah describes Walanga Muru as a safe place full of support and the necessary resources that help them complete their studies. Sarah was a staff member for a little while at Walanga Muru, and we miss your face. It's nice seeing you up there on the screen. Congratulations, Sarah. Tennille Sinkovich is graduating with a Bachelor of Teaching Early Childhood Services and is now working full-time in a daycare service with ambitions to undertake further studies related to early childhood education. Tennille describes Macquarie as their home away from home, where they felt safe and were always greeted and farewelled with warmth. She would recommend Macquarie to any student looking to complete their bachelor's, master's or doctorate. I hope that means we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Congratulations, Neil. Sorry, Sian, I didn't want to get your name wrong. Sian Mason is graduating with a Bachelor of Speech and Hearing Sciences and is now awaiting acceptance for a Master's of Speech Pathology. Sian sums up their university experience with the saying, "I am never leaving it until the night before ever again." We'll see when you come back. Congratulations, Sian. Bodie Biles is graduating with a Masters of Creative Writing and is now studying a Diploma of Screen and Media to become a qualified makeup artist. Bodie describes their time at Macquarie as an experience of personal discovery that changed their life, helped them figure out who they are, and taught them how to engage in the world both professionally and personally. I'm confident that Bodie's going to go a long way with his chosen career. Congratulations, Bodie. Claire Sadler is graduating with a Masters of Indigenous Education and is now studying her 4th degree, Masters of Teaching Librarianship, while working at as a Koori Liaison Officer for TAFE Victoria. Claire loved engaging with and learning from Walanga Muru during their studies, describing it as the best support she has experienced throughout her 4 degrees. Claire was also a finalist for the 2019 Dreamtime Awards Student of the Year. Deadly work, Claire, and it was really nice seeing you at the awards. Congratulations. Janara Ridgway is graduating with a Masters of Indigenous Education as well and is now working as an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Engagement Project Officer. Janara is thankful for knowing she could always go to Walanga Muru for assistance through her university journey. Congratulations, Janara. Wayne Charters is graduating with a Masters of Research in the Faculty of Science Computing and is now completing a Diploma of Languages Italian at Macquarie. Definitely a familiar face. Wayne's most memorable experiences has been working with wonderful people on research he had only dreamed about. He also thoroughly enjoyed the social side of Macquarie. Congratulations, Wayne. And last but not least is our very own Tamika Worrell, who is graduating with a Masters of Research in the Faculty of Human Sciences Education and is now completing a PhD in Education at Macquarie while working as an Aboriginal Academic Engagement Coordinator at Walanga Muru. Tamika describes her experience at Macquarie as one filled with a sense of community and pride, with many adventures and challenges faced, all while undertaking new learning experiences. I'm sure she's got a whole lot more adventures and challenges to go. Congratulations, Tamika, who's here tonight. That concludes my lot of graduates. Thank you.
So, thank you, Dr. Holt. If I could call Dr. Joe Perry back to the dais. Thank you.
Okay, so I've been asked to mention all the graduates that can't attend the ceremony here with us tonight. So we've got Mark Ashby. He's a Graduate Certificate of Security Studies and Criminology. We're going to give him a clap, or we're just going to read them out? So Brooke Barber, Bachelor of Arts. Thank you, Brooke. Isaac Bevan, Bachelor of Business Administration. Jessica Bunting, Bachelor of Security Studies. Kayla Chester, Master of Indigenous Education. And Brad Cullen, Bachelor of Laws. I'll also apologise if I get any names wrong, mispronunciations. So Tanya Daly, Master of Indigenous Education. Chloe Day, Graduate Diploma in Policing, Intelligence and Counter-Terrorism. Lachlan Evans, Bachelor of Arts Psychology with a degree Bachelor of Laws. Thomas Everson, Bachelor of Economics. Jaden Field, Bachelor of Human Sciences. Timothy Forrest, Bachelor of Laws. Bernadette Galea, Bachelor of Commerce. Shelley Hardcastle, Bachelor of Arts. Good on you, Shelley. Isabella Hill, Bachelor of Marketing and Media. Sophie Hodgson, Bachelor of Chiropractic Science. Bianca Honeysett, Bachelor of Arts with a degree of Bachelor of Education Primary. And Danielle Hover, Master of Chiropractic. Miller Jameson, Bachelor of Media. And Ben Kitchener, Bachelor of Diversity and Conservation. Sophie Kobacker, Bachelor of Doctor of Philosophy. Chloe Little, Bachelor of Human Sciences. Sheena McCourt, Bachelor of Teaching, Early Childhood Services. And Jared Martin, Bachelor of Science. Ricky Maynard is the Master of Indigenous Education. Zoe McCarthy, Bachelor of Human Sciences. And Nicole Meneges, Bachelor of Arts. Christopher Miller, Master of Research. Jessica Moody, Bachelor of Arts. Courtney Muir, Bachelor of Science and Psychology. And Kai Nash, Bachelor of Speech, Hearing and Language Science. Brianna Pearson, Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting. This is a good one. Kayana Piazzetta Carlton, Master of Indigenous Education. Brett Roger, Bachelor of Information Technology. Tiana Ryland, Bachelor of Social Science. And Jackson Sagas, Bachelor of Physiotherapy. Doctor of Physio. Thank you. Emily Spinks, Bachelor of Marketing and Media. And Melinda Stanton, Graduate Certificate of Management. So that's all the graduates that we here to mention tonight, and as I said before, it is a really great achievement to complete a degree. There is a lot of work that has to be done to get through it, and it takes a lot of patience, a lot of hard work, and it's very rewarding at the end, and you're working towards a brighter future for yourselves and your family. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Perry. I'd like now to introduce Ryan Witthart, who will give the student address.
Good evening all. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land I am zooming in from today, the Gumaragal people of the Eora Nation. I pay my respects to Gumaragal elders of the past, present and emerging, who have cared for and cultivated this land and surrounding waters since the Dreamtime. I would also like to extend that acknowledgement and respect to the Waitematagal people of the Darug Nation, the traditional custodians of the land on which Macquarie University sits, where we have been so lucky to study. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. This is a very exciting occasion during a year of serious uncertainty and tragedy. Can I just say a huge congratulations to all of you who have recently graduated. Well done on reaching such a significant milestone. For those that don't know me, my name is Ryan Witthart. I'm a Wiradjuri man with ancestors from the Bathurst-Lithgow region. I started at Macquarie in 2015 and have just completed my arts law double degree with honours, majoring in Chinese studies and minoring in music. I've been asked to speak this evening a bit about my time at uni. Thanks to the many opportunities provided to me, particularly by Walanga Muru, I've had plenty to reflect on in preparation for this speech. I thought I'd share two stories that show the great impact Walanga Muru has had on my academic achievement and professional development over the last 5 years. I will start with the opportunity that kick-started my career in law. In 2016, Walanga Muru and the New South Wales Bar Association kindly sponsored me to travel to the National Indigenous Legal Conference in Canberra with a bunch of other law students from around the country. I met some great people and I learned a lot. I began to understand how the law can either be a useful tool or a significant barrier to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander justice. Reflecting back, this was probably the beginning of my now very strong passion for social justice law. Another thing I learned at this conference was that I didn't have my stuff together as good as I thought I did. I swear every other second year student at this thing already had a job at a legal centre or some big law firm. And here I was, I couldn't name a law firm if my life depended on it. So when I got back to Sydney, the cadetship program officer at the time, veterans will remember Tennille, had sent out an email seeking expressions of interest. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I went to Tennille's office that week and said, you got to help me find a job. I reckon I'm the only law student out there that isn't a paralegal right now. Within a week or so, I had an interview at the Public Interest Advocacy Centre, or PIAC for short. PIAC is a community legal centre with a strong focus on areas such as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander justice, police accountability, discrimination, asylum seeker health rights, and homelessness. And what an opportunity this turned out to be. I went on to spend 3 years at PIAC, plying my trade and gaining valuable experience in the field. On day one, I took probably 3 hours to draft a very simple client letter, which was corrected 2 or 3 times before it was ready to be sent out. Fast forward to my final week 3 years later, I was drafting a complex disability discrimination complaint to the Australian Human Rights Commission, preparing a detailed barrister's brief for an asylum seeker client with serious health issues and a long history of detention, and writing a series of demanding letters to senior politicians. This opportunity afforded to me by Walanga Muru and PIAC was extremely valuable to my development as a future legal professional and is one I will always reflect upon fondly. This experience also played an important role in securing paralegal, summer clerk and graduate positions at Australia's top commercial law firm, Allens, which is one of PIAC's big pro bono partners. I will start as a graduate lawyer at Allens next year, and I look forward to continuing social justice work as a substantial part of my practice. Another highlight of my time at Macquarie was the opportunity to travel to Tianjin, China for the Asia Pacific Symposium on Higher Education of Indigenous People and Minorities at Nankai University. So in 2018, I travelled with our Pro-Vice Chancellor Leanne Holt and members of our Indigenous Studies Department, as well as some academics and students from Newcastle Uni to co-host this symposium. The symposium featured presentations from Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander, Chinese Han and Chinese minority experts on topics such as language revitalisation and alternative education methods for minority groups. As the token undergraduate in a room full of incredibly intelligent experts, I was honoured to make a small contribution by delivering an acknowledgement of country in Chinese and English. This was a unique opportunity to provide colleagues from the other side of the globe with an insight into one of our most significant cultural protocols, while paying respects to our hosts and the land on which we were staying. For me, this trip was a great opportunity to meet and learn from key thinkers in the Indigenous education space and draw parallels between Australian Indigenous and Chinese minority experiences in higher education, which was particularly valuable for me as someone with both Aboriginal heritage and a strong interest in China. I also used this opportunity to spend a further 3 weeks in China, honing my language skills. I covered a lot of ground, spending time in Beijing, Tianjin, Shanghai, as well as the Guangxi province in the south and the Yunnan province in the far west. Aside from conferences and cadetships, I must pay quick homage to the ITAS tutoring program and the outreach program. My tutors throughout law school were integral to keeping me on track and instilling in me the confidence to push through to the end. Though I didn't get the chance to be an ITAS tutor myself, I was lucky enough to be a mentor through Walanga Muru's outreach program. This was a great chance to engage with young Aboriginal school students and hopefully illuminate the path that is available for our young people to pursue uni after school. I had a fantastic 5 years at Macquarie, with special thanks to Walanga Muru. Though this marks the end of my journey at Macquarie, at least for now, I am very proud to say that my brother Zane will be starting next year, having been accepted into a Bachelor of Marketing and Media. I can't wait to follow his journey and hear about the great opportunities that land on his path along the way. Thank you again for the chance to speak. It's been an honour. And once again, a massive congratulations to everyone celebrating their graduation. It's a fantastic achievement. Everyone should be very proud. And though this isn't the ceremony we all envisaged, I hope you find some way to celebrate with your family and friends nonetheless. Stay safe, stay deadly, and I wish you all the very best for the next chapter.
Thank you, Ryan, and congratulations on your success. At this time, it's my pleasure to invite the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, Professor Mariela Herrstein, to the dais for closing remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that we meet on, the Wottomatical people of the Darug Nation, who've been looking after the campus for thousands of years, and acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands that our guests are joining us online from. I'd like to pay respect to their elders, past and present and future. Thank you very much for inviting me to this wonderful ceremony. I've been to many graduations, but this must be one of the best that I've been to. Also one of the weirdest online, but the sense of community, the sense of achievement, the sense of joy, it has just exploded in this room, and I'm really happy that I've been able to be here with you on that. The stories that have come through from you of your experience with us at Macquarie Universities are of course marvelous. They're stories of self-discovery, stories of critical thinking, of procrastination, of handing things in the last minute, of discovering who you are, and the stories are continuing. We've heard of all your graduates, the next step that you're undertaking, whether it is more research, more study, employment, and I think and that's exactly what it's going to continue for you. You're going to continue these stories, and I hope you can take your experiences that you've had at university, and I don't mean knowledge per se or things that you've learned. I really mean the broader experiences. Take those with you and build on them. So I heartedly congratulate you. I want to also congratulate Walanga Muru for creating this sense of community and support that helped so many of your graduates to be successful and finish their degrees and go on to more degrees. So with this, I wish you the best of luck. I hope to see you back on campus when we can travel again and get out of our houses and feel safe again. And with that, congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Herrstein. In concluding this graduation, I'd like to thank our staff, Jennifer Gilly, Tamika Worrell, all the staff of Walanga Muru for their work in the delivery of this online graduation, and their ongoing role with helping students to be successful. I'd also like to congratulate all of the graduates for 2020. It was wonderful to be able to share this milestone with families and members of the Macquarie University community. At this point, Jacob will continue his Yidaki performance as the academic procession leaves. Thank you and congratulations.